Hey guys, it's Sprout here and welcome back to the channel. Now in this video guys, I'm going to be going through the next update for PUBG New State and sharing some of my opinions on each and every change slash addition. So if you do us a massive favour before we get into the video, please hit that like button. Make sure you've subscribed and click that bell if you do want to be notified when I do upload, which is daily. So as you may already be aware, if you do follow their social media, that there is a big update coming within the next week. The season resets in 5 days' time, so I'm going to assume that the update is in indeed 5 days' time. But I know for 100% fact it is next week, so that it probably is, basically. So there's a major January update, like I've said, and they've prepared a bunch of new content to kick off the new year, including a new game mode, new gun, and overall improvements throughout the game. So, let's get straight into it, guys. First one that I'm really excited about is the new mode, which is Battle Royale Extreme. Extreme indeed. So basically, it's a new mode set in Troy, which is a 64-player one. The core experience of this mode is firmly set in the Battle Royale genre. Each round will only be 20 minutes and feature only 64 survivors. In this mode, the battleground is restricted to a smaller playable area, so it will not be the full map. The playable area will be chosen at random and will change every match. I just hope we don't get a middle of the ocean zone, because you know that used to happen on mini zone on PUBG Mobile and it got really annoying. So all survivors that join this mode will start off with a P1911 handgun, 1 smoke grenade, 300 drone credits, and a fully charged boost meter. If you're not familiar with what I mean by boost meter, it's when you take an energy drink or painkillers or adrenaline shot. That will be full when you land. When the match starts, 2 care packages will randomly drop on the map. So if you want to, land at one of these, imagine war mode on PUBG Mobile where the care packages drop. Land at one of these, get some early stock up of high-end gear, you know what I mean? But there'll be loads of people dropping there. If you want to play it safe, go somewhere else. And another thing that differentiates is this: there'll be an increased quantity of vehicles and items throughout Troy. So it'll give you like a faster start to, go around and collect stuff, or it'll mean the entire game is people going around in cars, running people over. We don't know yet. You'll also jump from a lower altitude so that you can get to the map as quickly as possible and get some loot. Delivery drones will arrive faster. So I don't know what I'm assuming the delivery drones will have the same stuff on, but they're going to come faster, so you're not sitting staring into space for a minute and a half thinking, where the hell is it? And the wait time before a teammate can be redeployed is shortened to 60 seconds. So if your teammate dies and you're like, well, I'm going to have to wait a couple of minutes, you can just wait a minute now and then revive them if you've got a green flare. So next addition, guys, is a new weapon. Now, this one was added to PUBG Mobile, and it's one of the favourites of a lot of people. Personally, I don't use this gun, but I will be interested to try it out, which is the P90. Now, the P90 can now spawn in care packages on the battleground, so you're only going to find it in an airdrop. This SMG will come with a standard tier 2 transformative scope. Not 100% sure what that means, but I'll sharp find out. And a suppressor attached, but it can't be modified with other attachments. So you'll automatically have a suppressor on it, but you can't then put an extended mag or anything like that. It'll just be the way it is. And it'll use something called 5.7mm ammo, which will also be added to the drone store. So I'm assuming it'll come with some ammo in the crate like the AWM does. And then if you want more ammo, you'll have to go for a drone, which is a bit ridiculous if you're in the middle of a firefight and you run out of ammo, but whatever. Don't know how much is going to come in the thing. Now, new gun customizations, guys. We've got DP28 in here, muzzle slot access. With this customization, it's customization 2 apparently, apparently you can do 2 different ones. Players will be able to attach a flash hider or a compensator to the DP28. However, the gun damage will be slightly reduced when using either of these. We've got the Beryl M762, one of my personal favourites. The lightweight stock will reduce bullet spread when firing from the hip or shoulder while increasing ADS speed. So you'll have a better sort of hip fire slash shoulder fire with the Beryl, but your ADS time will increase a bit. And this customization will also reduce the weapon stability, which is quite bad as it is. Now, weapon balance changes. These are some of the ones that are really going to hit home with a lot of players. especially some of them for me. The bullet spread of all shotguns and pistols when fired mid-air will be decreased. Now, I don't usually jump in mid-air when I'm shooting a shotgun. I know a lot of people do that, but it'll make it easier to hit people with as well as pistols. The L85A3, the reload time, thank God for this, is getting significantly reduced. Honestly, it feels like you're using the M249 at times. It's meant to be an assault rifle. It needs a faster reload time. I'm glad for this one. Other weapon customizations. M4, bullet spread when firing from hip and soldier will be reduced. So it's going to be even more awesome when you're not ADSing with it, because I usually use it for shoulder fire anyway. The barrel M762 customization 1. This customization will no longer decrease bullet speed. I wasn't aware that it did. I'm not really paying attention enough if that's the case. M16, the customization will no longer decrease recoil control, because it does get a bit overpowered when you've got on the full auto. And DSR1, this customization will no longer decrease bullet speed. Thank God for that, because I did find the DSR kind of useless. Instead, it will just increase the vertical recoil. But tell you the truth, guys, on a bolt action sniper rifle, the vertical recoil is not going to make much difference. Trust us on that one. Right, new actions and animations improvements. When I was reading through this with Queenie earlier, honestly, we were just laughing at some of them. So we've now got parkour roll, right? You'll be able to perform a roll to break your fall when falling by tapping the roll button right before you hit the ground. So basically, you can you can perform a roll right before you hit the ground. It reduces your damage, so you can jump off a roof or whatever and not hurt yourself so much. And it can also be performed while exiting from moving vehicles. Now, you're going to have to be pretty fast. Don't get us wrong, if you jump out of a moving vehicle and quickly press roll. I don't have roll as a separate button, so, you know, double tap and crouch is going to be kind of a experience on that side. Now, I've also got sudden dash. When you're prone and you get up to sprint, it's going to be a lot faster and smoother, as opposed to, like, the little bit sort of animation horrible thing it does when you try and get up from prone. And when you see the easiest way to explain this one is if you're teabagging someone, it's going to be a bit faster, so that the movement delay that occurs when alternating repeatedly between sitting and standing will be decreased. So if you're teabagging someone, it's going to be a bit faster. Anyway, and the movement delay time that occurs when landing after jumping will be decreased. Thank God for that, because there's times when I'm on a roof and I can hear someone below us running around and I jump off expecting, you know, to catch them by surprise and shoot them, but the element of surprise leaves by the time the animation of your landing's over with. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, finally we've got balance changes. A lot of these are going to affect the game a lot, I think. So this is in BR, original, 100 player. The overall speed of the blue zone will be increased. Total time 90 seconds. So the blue zone is going to move a hell of a lot faster. And the damage of the blue zone during the early to mid game will be increased. So all these people, you know, hanging on the very outskirts, where the blue's coming, what difference does it make? They're going to have to hurry the hell up now. And hopefully it'll shorten the games a bit more and give a bit more action. The wait time during the final phase will be extended by 20 seconds. Obviously, when the zone gets really small and it doesn't give you much time to really position yourself, they're going to extend it a little bit. Right, I thought they might do this one eventually. You know how on the game there's two deployable shields you can find on the floor or in your drone. You get the skinny one and you get the wide one. They're removing the skinny one from the game. You've only got the wide one from now on. And thankfully they're doing this. They're increasing significantly the amount of customization kits that can be found on floor loot, because you never find them, do you? I always find shotgun ones and I never use them, but the rare time I do find one is right after I've purchased a fully customized kit. It just always happens. And lastly, the amount of drone credits that can be found in Vermont will be slightly decreased, because if you land there and you kill whoever's there or you don't see anybody else there, you're basically walking away with like 3,000 to 4,000 drone credits just for landing there. It's ridiculous how much is there. And it also says Novas will be found on main roads. Now I can't remember off the top of my head which one the Novas are, but that's that anyway. Alright, finally guys, on this little thing. By the way, if you want to check out any of this, it's all linked in the description. I'll put the link to this article in the description, or the patch notes. You can read through all this yourself. So, Season 1 is going to begin. Pre-season tiers will be reset. And it depends what highest tier you got in the pre-season to where you'll start. So obviously the higher you are, the higher you'll start. The final rewards for reaching Contender, Master and Conqueror will be upgraded. match scores and tier evaluation standards will be revamped, whatever that means. Just maybe get more points for doing more kills or higher position or something like that. And now a small amount of tier points will be rewarded upon selecting multiple maps. So currently you can select Troy or Erangel. Now if you select both, so you get the random between the two, you're going to get some additional tier points, which help you rank up quite a bit, because people do tend to stick to one or the other. So, you know, go for the randoms. So anyway, guys, massive update. Looking forward to quite a lot of it. I'm looking forward to some of the balance changes, as well as, you know, the teabag speed. The teabag speed is very, very important. I need to be able to do that as fast as possible and potentially not roll at the same time. And I'm looking forward to trying the P90 and probably never using it again when I find it in a drop, because it's got different ammo. And of course, I'm looking forward to BR Extreme. Anyway, guys, love to know your thoughts in the comments below. So please let us know. And make sure you've liked and subscribed. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.